You bet. Oh.
I'm a new woman.
Girl, let's get over there a little bit. We need space between us.
Why, Edward? We're good friends.
It's for when I do the close-up shot, so the other person's not in the shot.
Okay. Do you want me to move even further?
I want you to move so you're like out of the frame.
That's called.
Did I just take off my sweater and you just put on a jacket? Yes, you did. Yes, we did. So
we pretend we did not film this in the same day.
That's every episode though.
Yeah, but we have the same energy, just a little bit lower.
Yeah. The immediate grabbing of the coffee. It's so funny. And you see how we didn't even refill this? So
Yeah.
it's like,
Oh yeah, that actually it gives out the information that we filmed the same day.
Yep.
And after this, we're going to an idol cafe. So
yep. So
three schedules in one day.
Period. We're in our working girl era.
I need some gupsa after this.
Do you?
Like I need some like energy resource after 3 schedules packed in one day.
Not the schedules. 우리 무슨 아이돌인가 봐.
Oh yeah.
아이돌이지.
Yeah, where's our
정도면은.
really suntan van to pick us up?
Really tall black van with blacked out windows.
Yes.
Yeah. Whenever I see a truck like that pass by in the neighborhood, I'm like, idols. Even though
you cannot see who's inside because it's like the film is too black, so you cannot see
coating on the window.
Yes.
Today's video. So on my Instagram story, like about a month and a half or 2 months ago, I put up a Google Doc onto my Instagram story, like a link to it saying like, oh, give us your illicit confessions. And because I wanted to make a video about that myself. At the time though, I was with my friends in Maryland. I was like, why don't we, because they were taking me back to the airport. I was like, why don't we just do this in the car? We can all react to these random confessions as we're driving on our way to the airport. But we did like 2 or 3 questions and the next, our tire popped.
Yeah, you got it in
Tragedy.
Accident.
Edward.
What happened?
Oh my God. I was in my top era because I had to literally try to replace a tire.
How do you do that?
You
search on YouTube?
Yeah, of course. We had to use the little. See, I don't even know what this is called. The lever,
gadget,
the
equipment
thing to lift the car up. Basically a fail. Luckily, an angel. I think his name is Brian.
Sounds like a hot guy's name.
Again, 아저씨.
Okay.
But I'll be honest, Edward. I'll be honest.
What?
You know what they say about men, being attractive.
Like
not even them.
The
like
action of
the action.
The Brian a저씨 changed your tire and it turned you on.
I was so fucking turned on, Edward. Even though he's a typical like kind of older man, big beer belly, I was like, I will suck your cock and marry you. But he's married and has a kid. Because literally after he was like, oh, I'm on my way to my daughter's birthday. I was like, oh.
That's how I imagine Lana Del Rey married to that.
Period.
Yeah. He was like, oh, looking at you with all the crocodiles. I'm so into you.
Not the crocodiles.
Yeah, because
not the boreworms.
How could it get even more manly than fighting against crocodiles? So
I will also probably do it on my own channel for like a get ready with me. But I figured there's over 227 responses. So
let's read them.
Not over because literally it's exactly 227 responses. Shall we start?
Yes.
I'm just gonna fire off
with a very strong one. Very twisted and sick confession. I like my father. But,
okay, that actually. Now that you say that,
I remembered this because, like me and with my other friends, we actually did a Korean podcast and got really popular. So people sent their confessions to us. I remembered we got a lot of controversies. We got a lot of akpurs. And people ask
because of other people's stories.
Because we read that confessions. Because one of the confession is father was gay and had a son, like a gay who got married, and then he found out his son is also gay, and then they had sex.
But why would you guys get akpur for that?
Because people think we shouldn't read out that.
Girl, shut up.
Because it's about incestuous relationship.
No, we need podcasts like that to break barriers. No, I guess.
No, break barriers. I say
you should not. If you don't have extreme shit like that, then the culture's not going to go anywhere.
We're not encouraging.
Obviously, not encouraging. That's little incest. But the fact that you guys are getting akpur for that,
we got a lot.
Like have conversations. Like what the fuck? Why would you guys get akpur? That's what I'm like questioning. Anyway, let's do this. Which is funny because the first one, literally the first one. When I was around 14, I wanted to sleep with my dad. Like he was so hot. What?
girl.
Oh my! I will say.
What is this Oedipus complex thing?
I will say. And it's gonna sound insane, but I think my love for big booties came from my stepdad.
Okay.
Growing up,
with
my stepdad, that's the first thing I noticed about him. He got a fat ass, like an actual like muscular fat ass.
Okay, so
I was never attracted to him. Obviously, he's my stepdad. But anyway, but I think
I hope Victoria did not watch this.
Huh?
I hope Victoria will not watch this.
I doubt it. Victoria's fucking like, she probably sees me as like this like dark force in her life that she's like
trying to get rid of with her holy cross.
Honestly,
which is not gonna
praying
work.
for me every day. She admits, she's like, I pray for you every day, Edward. I'm like,
and this is the result.
This is the result. Me talking about how my love for fat ass stemmed from my stepfather. But yeah, being 14 and think your dad is so hot, it's crazy.
It could be possible. Like
the only thing I can think of, like, I don't know, maybe. I almost want to say though that I don't know. I can't say. I don't know. I'm not attracted to my dad, so I can't relate. But is it because like what, the dad wasn't around very much, so she didn't see him that often? Because I feel like if you grew up with your dad and your dad just being there regularly, that those feelings wouldn't. I don't know. If you've ever been attracted to your father, sound off in the comments.
I think it's completely normal to be attracted to the closest person that like I mean the feelings, because you're getting into puberties, so you're basically you like everyone, but just I think just don't take any actions, because you know that this is illegal. It's not only illegal but
14.
Yes.
Underage.
Because I remember when I was young. The reason why I said this, because I remember when I was younger, I had a crush on my dad's friend. But
that's your dad's friend. That's different.
My dad is my dad.
That's crazy.
Yeah, my dad is.
I don't know, but I think for me,
so that's everything that girl said.
That's it. That's literally it.
Really?
When I was around 14, I wanted to sleep with my dad. Like, he was so hot. She did say was. So I'm assuming not anymore. But oh my god.
Oh well, girl.
This is why it's anonymous. So.
Well, girl, I'm glad no one takes any actions.
I, female, once had sex with 3 guys at the same time. It was fun, but I ended them when I said, seriously, 3 of you and you can't make me come. Oh! Period. You better work, bitch. That's so us coded. 3 of you bitches and none of you can make me come. I'm dead. Well, what an icon. That's so, I love that.
Statistically, 43% of the women did not reach orgasm during intercourse. So
does it take much longer for females to come?
Well, 3
dudes.
3 dudes, 1 girl.
But I would imagine if you are the female, you are the one taking all the penis, obviously.
How? Like 2 in mouth and 1 in
bro, I'm sure not at the same time. I guess one by one. But
3-some is already very busy.
Because because of that, I think yakan. Because I'm sure, I would imagine if you're female trying to come, it takes more concentration and more like focus. But if you have 3 dicks up in your face, I'd imagine it'd be a lot harder to come. Oh my, this episode is already starting off crazy.
I think we'll get red flagged.
Edward, if this gets red flagged, I'm surprised none of the other ones have. So
some of our contents did get like yellow warning.
Oh, well, it's not like we make money from them anyway. My grandmother forced me to be breastfed until I was 13 years old.
What? There's no milk. Like, first of all, it's impossible. There will be no milk because
I don't think she means like from her grandmother, but it's probably the grandmother didn't feed her real food. Like, she probably gave her breast milk.
Breastfeeding literally means shove the, the
I know what that means, Edward.
Yeah.
But she started with my grandma, but my grandmother forced me. But I don't think it means, my grandmother put my head on her tit. I think in general, just breast milk. She was force fed until she was 13.
Your grandmother.
That's crazy.
Yes.
And if your grandmother did force you to suckle on her tits, that's crazy.
And I don't think it's impossible though. Like,
Nawa?
Yeah, there's nothing will come out from the breast first, so it's impossible to breastfeed you. Another thing is because you've aged over like 2 or 3 years old, you need solid food instead of liquid.
Oh, honey, I'm sure if it's for the grandma breastfeeding, I'm sure it's solid at that point.
Edward,
I keep thinking about that scene from White Chicks with the powder. Yo, mama is so old. Is that the line? Her breastfeed looks like her breast milk. I don't know. Anyway. I wanted to have sex with a hot guy for so long, and when it finally happened, he lasted 1 minute, and I had to teach him how to check the condom.
That's so tragic.
He also had a girlfriend. Oops, not worth it though. What?
Girl, where's your moral line?
Not morally correct, but also queen behavior. I'd like to think that she found out about the girlfriend afterwards. Either way, the man is wrong for both fucking someone else when he had a girlfriend and only lasting 1 minute. That's crazy. You can never trust the hot ones. And
he only lasted 1 minute, and he's cheating on his girlfriend behind her back. Like, what a loser.
If you're gonna do this cheating, at least last longer.
Yeah, at least
give 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Yeah, just like my previous, my experience. At least have a big cock.
True.
Or lasted longer. He was okay, but it was not entertaining. It was a small dick.
That's what happens, Edward, when your hole is as gaping as it is.
No, Edward. I'm still a virgin. I'm still half a virgin. Edward, stop.
You said
that's not being respectful.
Your hole said, hello.
Well, my hole is still pink and tight. So stop. Just
pink and tight.
Yeah, calling me all these names.
I had a friend that would message me when they're on Addy. Adderall? Is it Adderall? I don't know. I had a friend that would message me when they're on Addy, and of course, because of this, they got very horny while taking the Addy. He would purposely message me while he's doing the dirty with someone else, typically a guy. At first, I was okay with it since I was interested too, but then I stopped and told him I didn't want to engage in that. But then a few months later, he private messaged me on social media to let him still message him while he was doing the nasty, and that he would pay me to just talk to him.
What? Okay, this...
At first, I thought about it since, money is money. But I told him no.
Money is money.
And that I didn't want to engage in that kind of behavior. He kept begging, and well, I ended up saying yes. And so he would message me the guys that would show up to do stuff with. Turns out one of the guys he was with is married, and his wife doesn't know he has done stuff with a guy. Oh my God. The only reason why I knew that he was married is because my so-called friend that messages me passed his phone over to the guy that he was with and messaged me that his wife didn't know he was with another man right now. I was like, what the? I honestly hate that kind of behavior, so I told this friend to basically not message me ever again. No matter what, and anyways, I blocked him in socials, so yeah. That was the most confusing story I've ever read. I didn't understand a second.
So I have to reorganize what he just said. Basically, he has this friend, and he's married. His friend is married, and now he's cheating on his wife with a guy.
No, they're not married. It's a friend that would message the person.
But the friend is married.
No,
not married.
That's not what they said.
I thought his wife doesn't know he's with a man.
The person that is fucking their friend is married, but the friend is not married.
Yeah, that I know. So, okay, so
we have the writer.
The writer
and
is
they have a friend. That is on Addy, whatever Addy is.
I think it's some kind of medicine. Please tell us down below.
And so this person on Adderall, whenever they're on Addy and they're fucking someone else, they would message the person that wrote this message.
I don't know. I think
anyway, I'm skipping that. I
think the person might
so confusing.
Yeah, the person might have ADHD. So anyway, the person has a girlfriend or wife.
Okay, so I can't have ADHD. I can't have ADHD, but you can diagnose people like this writing random.
Listen. Cool. So the person has a wife and cheating on his wife with a man, and while during intercourse with a man, and he has to message his friend to boost up the horniness.
But the person that's married is a third person from somewhere else. That person that's married is not involved in between the writer and their friend, other than.
Oh really?
Yeah, I think you're only focused on the married part, but obviously that's a bad part about it. But it's the person writing this message and that person's friend. But the married person is someone else.
There are 3 people involved in this story. Okay,
Edward. Maybe. You were rightly diagnosed with ADHD. Anyway, next.
we all don't we all?
Honestly.
What is it? Another incestuous story.
The wildest thing about me is that I have over $200 worth of makeup. P.S. I'm a faggot in the Middle East and no one knows. LOL. I could be killed for it, literally. Girl, praying for you.
What if people find out that you have all this makeup in your back drawer?
In general, in the Middle East, there's many places where being outed will literally get you thrown off a roof.
Oh yes, I think that's the punishment for being
or stoned. That's horrifying.
That's how we deserve it, Edward. Not this person, but how
we deserve it.
Yes,
for even running this shit show.
Man that we've met all these years and all these dicks we sucked.
What is Maya? Where's Maya? What is that?
No, from all these years, like the things I've done and how we have sinned.
I can't relate because the last time I had sex was probably over a year ago, Edward. So, period.
Still. Anyway, so this person,
I can imagine you on like on the intercom of like you're a stewardess and you're on the intercom just. The plane's about to crash and you're trying to calm down the everyone on the plane and you're just like,
yes, we are about to die.
Well, of course you can't say that. You're trying to comfort them, not worry them. And so you just go, well, we might.
It doesn't matter because we're all gonna die in 1 minute. Either you die in calmness or you die in, panicness and despair. Your choice.
I love how this person literally straight up just said their name in the thing. Hi, I'm blank. And once I was sitting in my room in my Zoom class, freshman in high school at the time, and my brother walked in because we shared a room at the time. And he was like grabbing things off his bed. Then I looked over at him and a gun fell out of his pants onto the bed. And then he just looked at me and then I was like shaking my head. Then he grabbed it and then walked out. I didn't tell anyone because when I was younger, I was labeled as a snitch. So I was like, nah, I can't tell on my bro like that. I cried and was stressed all day thinking my brother was going to kill someone. Holy shit. Of course. Then later, I overheard my dad and grandma talking about how my brother got arrested for having a gun on him. That's all. By the way, I love you, Edward. Come do makeup in LA.
Okay,
right, so see you. Your name.
But this person's told this story in a very almost sort of, like he's telling a funny story.
Yeah, right, exactly. It's probably also the way I read it, but the way it's a very run-on sentence type of vibe. So it was very like casual, like my brother had a gun. Anyway, do my makeup, please.
And
what?
And he got arrested. He's a brother.
Yeah.
Where is he now? Did he get released from the prison or is he gay? Can I get to know him?
They said freshman in high school at the time, so I'm assuming it was probably a few years ago.
I hope your brother.
That's crazy. But I need to know why he had a gun. Why his brother have a gun? Why?
I don't know. This story is giving me. Let's talk about Kevin, the movie.
Right.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Like that's just.
I'm not sure if I'm cool or warm toned. I masturbated last time. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna do it again. Mahal ko kayo. What?
Okay, so the front part of the story does not connect with the second part of the story.
Okay, well here first of all they said mahal ko kayo, which means I love you guys in Filipino.
Mahal ko kayo.
That tells me they're Filipino. But for a lot of Filipinos, a lot of them have very muted skin tones, and so warm cool probably doesn't matter for you. You probably look good in muted tones, like me.
But so I don't get it. Like the first sentence he said, I don't know, I'm cool tone, warm tone, and the second sentence is I masturbated.
But if you think about it, it's a subscriber of mine. Is it really that crazy? Subscriber of ours. Okay,
it's less probably crazy than having a crush on your dad.
I guess so. Yeah, honestly.
I wonder what's gonna happen in your fan meeting, Edward.
If we had one. Should we do one?
Fan meeting.
Should we do like we keep talking about this, how we'll do like a live. But honestly, with the amount of editing I have to do for this man, I don't know if a live thing would be a good idea. So we can have a fan meeting and do other stuff.
What do you mean? You think I'm not as articulate?
No, it's not about articulation. I think you definitely say things I have to cut out.
Oh,
because.
Yes.
So I'd rather them experience your horrible Texan accent during the middle of like maybe a cute little game rather than a full on like live podcast situation. I think that would be a mess.
You think I'll make mistakes?
Too many.
Well, I'm human. I'm here to make mistakes. But I do agree that we should not go on podcast.
Yeah, let us know if you want us to have a fan meeting in your country. We'll do a little.
Let's do a bus tour, just like Wonder Girls.
Oh my god! Recently, I saw a video about Rihanna, of course. Do you remember her album Unapologetic?
No.
I think it had the song Where Have You Been?
No. I know Princess of China from Rihanna.
Princess of China?
She has a song called Princess of China.
That's you. The song's about you.
It's me.
Sing it.
I forgot.
Okay.
But she does have a song called Princess of China, which is super random.
Crazy.
Yes.
No, but I saw a little YouTube documentary thing about it recently. Apparently, during the release of this album, to promote it, she went on she called the 777 tour, which is 7 days, 7 countries and or cities, and 7 concerts, I guess. Mm-hmm. And literally, she invited 300 people onto one plane. It's a mix of obviously fans of her, press, like news reporters and shit, and literally took them all on her 7/7 tour. It all happened back to back, like literally. It's not 7 separate days. It's all 1 week straight. Imagine if we did a tour like that.
Oh,
a 7/7 tour where we just take.
We should.
We could, but definitely not 300 people. Mm-hmm. They didn't get food or water for all 7 days. They would have to eat a little bit on their stops for each city.
Maybe we should start from
7 fans.
7 fans.
7 cities in Korea.
7 hoes, 7 cunts, 7 gays.
7 what?
7 hoes, 7 cunts, 7 gays or something.
7 hoes, 7. That could be like we can get 7 people that fit all 3 criteria.
Well, both of us, we can fit.
We already fit 2 of that, so we get 5 more people. Anyway. My ex-boyfriend fingered me on the plane while there was a girl next to us. She was looking at the window the whole time.
Girl, what do you do to that girl? You're traumatizing.
Imagine you're just sitting looking out the window at the clouds. Meanwhile, to the side, there are 2 people committing a heinous act. Next to you.
I will call the flight.
I will ask, why was I not in on the act? Why don't I join?
What if you are not attracted to the 2 couples?
So what, Edward? So what? So what? Just kidding.
Okay.
What if you were on the plane and that happened? You're looking at the window and then you look over.
Okay, in reality, I will give them the dirty look to have them stop.
Really? I would immediately look back at the window.
Really?
Out of awkwardness.
I'd be like, are you guys crazy?
You would just stand. Hey, why are you fingering her?
No, I wouldn't make a scene, but I would give them the look to ask them to politely ask them to stop. Not like this. I'll be like this to politely ask them to stop.
That look, I feel that look would tell them, you want in on it? Because you don't look annoyed. You look more annoyed that you're not in with them.
Do you think it is normal if there are 2, like a couple that are having finger sex next to you?
It's not normal.
Yeah, but then you look at them and you be like, is this normal?
I can see you doing that.
That's what you're suggesting.
I can see you doing that. No, that's how I'm saying. The look you tried to demonstrate just now doesn't really look like perturbed or like, what the hell? It looks more like...
No, I'd be like... Okay, if they get the wrong message, then
you look like you want to join them.
Okay, if they get the wrong message, then
oh my god,
I have nothing to say then. Okay.
Oh my god. I'm in this friend group from high school, class of 24, and within this friend group there was this guy that I was kind of talking to. Long story short, I lost feelings and I noticed a huge red flag. This man would send the ninja emoji and halfway say the N-word. I'm black. Oh my god. I'm black, mind you. So him trying it was like, yeah, hell no. By the way, this man was Asian. Okay.
Is he trying to say, like, he said the N-word just trying to act cool, or?
That's the thing though, because they say class of 24, right? So obviously very young still, because I guess they graduated high school this year. I've noticed, like, I love Instagram Reels because the comments are crazy, but I've noticed the youngins are just so comfortable with saying the N-word now, like straight up comfortable. And so I feel like he's probably one of those. And the fact that he's Asian, because I don't know where this person's from, but it sounds like, because seeing some of the content, God, I haven't been in America for so long, but seeing some of the content from these Asian Americans, they look like they would do that.
Well, how about you call him Chink's back? Just to see if he's comfortable.
But the little, is there a little Chinese man emoji? You can use the guy with the white skin, the black hair.
You can use, I'm saying this is politically correct, but since he called you the N-word first, why don't you, instead of ninja emoji, use 2 hand emoji and with 2 eyes in the middle? Just give it him back. Have a taste.
That's cool. Edward.
Yes, ask him to have.
He said,
yeah, just ask him to. I'm Asian, so I can say this. Okay,
I guess so.
I'm Asian, so I'm able to say this. So
fighting racism with racism now.
Yeah, I'm saying just it's called mirroring mirroring, like just let him to have a taste of his own medicine.
I guess so, yeah.
Let him know that it makes you uncomfortable.
Or just beat his ass.
If he felt like,
punch him.
oh, we are super chill, you can call me Chink, and then I can call you whatever, then I think this person is helpless.
I definitely noticed an uptick though in the younger ones being like just literally just throwing it out there. I'm like, go what?
That's
wild.
No.
Oh
my god.
She take me to the sky.
Is that when
Susu is boobs in Filipino. Susu.
That's a very cute word. Susu means boobs.
I think that's what it is. So I don't know if that's what it is.
So if a guy is like dating a girl and then he will ask, "Can I see your susu?"
I don't know that word.
Okay. What is penis in Filipino?
Titi.
Titi?
Titi.
Oh, that's so
That's
cute.
why I went twice. T came out. Girl, it was so funny.
Oh,
as a Filipino, but
this looks like a dick too.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
I'm like TT. Yes, honey.
Everybody
I
likes
was like
TT.
Yes. Beck is vagina.
What is all repeated?
It's a very Filipino thing. I don't know why.
But in Chinese, we always do the repeating.
Sort of like a cute way, right?
Yeah, like ning ning.
Macho.
If you give a person a nickname, you
double it.
You double it
to make it sound cute.
Yeah, like Edward. Edward will be. Okay,
Eddy.
it's really hard to do.
Eddy.
Didi.
Didi.
Yeah. Like it's always the last word and then you double it.
Podcast. The Didi podcast.
Oh, it means a penis. Didi.
No, TT.
Is penis?
Yeah, T, the letter.
Oh.
Well, it's not literally the letter. It's spelled, I'm sure, at some point, but the letter T, not D.
I see.
Edward, oh my God.
Okay, sorry. TT sound like Didi.
It doesn't. It literally sounds so different.
Okay, Edward, you just have to be opposed of whatever I just said.
My friend, my previous trainer, 오랜만에 만났는데 I met him after not seeing him for so long, and because I told him he quit working at the gym there, and now he's just like doing his just chilling out for now. But he wants to get back into singing because he used to be learning singing. To practice, he really enjoys. Obviously, he's a Korean guy, so ballads. He loves ballads. So he's trying to learn English song, like Brian McKnight's song called "Father," which is actually a song from the OST of The Prince of Egypt, which I guess it's an animated film, but it's like sort of Christian, whatever. So he asked me to help him with singing, and obviously, when you sing a song in English or any language, you kind of speak differently. And being a native English speaker, having to in detail explain how to say a certain word, I realized how hard it is. Like, for example, there's a line where it says "royal tomb." And right now he's having trouble with royal
tomb
because it's R. There's an R and an L, and for him he has trouble. He's okay with L, but R is really hard for him. So he's like loyal. I'm like, girl. So I've been working on that with him, but 되게 어려워 생각보다.
Is he hot?
I think he's adorable.
Okay, so
I took a video of him.
Okay. He's cute.
귀엽잖아.
Oh, he's cute.
And you can imagine a muscle body under this baggy, but he has a girlfriend who is
Oh my, he looks just like a random Korean guy, but like the personality he's giving.
But he's literally just like in our last episode, the style of Korean men that are popular. Like that's it. Very normal looking.
Well, I'm just a normal girl that wants a normal husband.
True.
Yeah.
Anyway, one time I was so down bad, I went on Grindr, got a message for a threesome that night, and I went. I stepped into their car.
You went?
Yep. I stepped into their car, drove with them to their apartment, and got double topped. Star.
Double top star?
Yeah, cute little star emoji.
Oh God.
I love that.
Double top means like two penis
two holes in one. Maybe I don't know specifically, but sounds like it.
That's a life-saving skill that you can take two dicks in at once.
Queen behavior.
Yes.
But
queen bee behavior.
It's wild though that
then if you get pregnant, how do you know who's the father? It's a combination of both.
Well, they're gay, so
I know, but like
if it was a girl. 그건 모르지. In my head, I'm like,
the sperm
the sperm is fighting.
Yeah,
they said
the sperm that swims the fastest,
yeah.
the most aggressive, the most pointy sperm, I guess.
맞아. Can you imagine? What was it? The power that the sperm has, like the swimming force that it has, is wild. Yeah, fighting for that egg. I love that.
Have you tried the serum with the micro needles? Yeah, I imagine the sperm is like that. Getting into my Okay, never mind.
How? Just like the spiky feeling?
I imagine how you feel. Yeah.
But the point of that is for it to penetrate. It's harder for sperm to penetrate an egg.
But the one aggressive one will sperm, one active one will actually eventually make it.
So
that's how we exist.
The one that makes it is relatable to that.
Yes.
The
VT feelings of that serum. Maybe just my ADHD everywhere. I'm sorry. I just moved on to the next topic before I feel more embarrassed.
I used to fake having dissociative identity disorder, and it all started because I did something really mean to my ex and wanted to cover it up because I didn't want them to be mad at me. And then I just had to keep going with it until I broke up with it and met someone else who also had the disorder, and our alters were in relationships with each other until one day I finally got tired of it, kind of stole their friend group because they ended up being really manipulative and didn't want me to talk to anyone else. I'm free now though, LOL.
What's that disorder's name?
They pretended to have a dissociative identity disorder, which I think is sort of like when you have like multiple, alters, aka like multiple personalities.
Oh, okay.
But that lie got out of hand. The original reason they made up this whole identity thing is because they didn't want their now currently ex to be mad at them. So they made up this whole thing, but in the end they ended up breaking up anyway. And they ended up meeting someone that actually had that. And so their alters, like their other personalities in their head, ended up being relationships with each other. But in the end,
this story is so complicated.
So for me, it's the fact that it was all one running sentence. There was no periods and commas. So
what's the result of the new boyfriend?
So the person writing this message broke up with that person that had the actual disorder, but they took that person's friends. Because the person that person they were dating was being manipulative, and they didn't want the writer to be talking to anyone else. I don't like that. I hate that. We can't talk to when you're dating someone. They're like, I don't want you to talk to anyone else. Because I had that.
Yeah, it's a very Korean thing, I guess.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they will manipulate you.
But also, Edward,
you like it.
Also, Edward,
because you're submissive Asian bottom.
Is that you? Are you the one that's like, don't talk to anyone else?
No, I would not do that.
Now, let's be honest, Edward.
Yeah, I would not do that. I'm actually, because now that's your misunderstanding. I'm a very free range style.
Free range chicken?
Yes.
Grass fed?
Yes, I don't control my chicken.
So what if your boyfriend?
But their eggs are mine.
Huh?
But their eggs are mine.
Yes. They can hang out with other chickens, but the eggs, they're mine.
They're mine. Because I feel like for a person, why?
When you try to do that scary, like open eye face, you look so funny. Okay. I can't take you seriously because you're like, oh my god, my makeup.
Because I feel like if you want to control, there's no way that you can control a person. Even though parents cannot having control of their children.
Yeah.
Right. I didn't give birth to my boyfriend, so I have less control of my boyfriend than their parents. Apparently, of course. So. Yeah. I feel like if you can't do it, then there's no point of trying to do it. So I won't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I won't do it ever.
This is you just now with whatever you said.
Yeah, I let my boyfriend free run, but I like my boyfriend if they trying to control me because I'm a submissive Asian bottom. I'll be like, 짜증나. Like I'll be like, I have to talk to my friend and stuff, and then I'll be like.
Yeah, but on the inside, you're like, fuck, he's controlling me.
Yeah.
Is that really how you feel?
Yes.
But I'm sure you have a limit.
At least I'm being honest, okay?
If it's getting in the way of your friendships and your work or something, I'm sure it must be annoying.
But I haven't had any boyfriend who
that was like that.
Yeah.
I
think only one, but I broke up with him within 3 days.
Yeah. Yes. I always get the feeling that, although that's how you say you are, like, oh, you would like it if the boyfriend was being like controlling of you. I feel like the type of guys you end up with are the opposite, where they're like, oh hyung.
Yes. Yes. Because I'm a feminist, I cannot.
Are you really, Edward?
Remember the boyfriend that I told you? That the reason we broke up is it felt like he's trying to control, like not like like really good in a sexy way of controlling, but
like
literally
your life.
Yeah, because
in your relationships.
Yes, because he felt like he's a hyung. He's the elder in the relationship.
And if you're fighting against that, he feels like it's taking away power from him. That's so crazy to me.
He felt like I'm talking back to him. Yeah, he doesn't allow that behavior.
Is he your fucking like employer? Like what the fuck?
At least, unless your dick is like 20 centimeters, then I won't let you to control me.
Even though in bed you love being controlled. Okay. A couple of weeks ago I was horny, but the way they spelled horny is horn and then knee.
Horny.
And wanted to meet up with this hot guy I met on Grindr. But basically my house is surrounded by security cameras and it was also 1 a.m. And to top it off, we have a Ring camera outside our front door that alerts my parents whenever there's activity outside.
Okay.
I remember one time I snuck out to meet a guy. We didn't end up fucking, but we did end up being in bed together. Just, cuddling, but that was wild times. The way I would have to, because we didn't have ring cameras, but like security cameras back then. And I had to go out the back door.
Because his parents' house?
I'm talking about leaving my house. He just picked me up, but I had to leave out the back door, which is right next to my parents' bedroom. Like imagine this, my parents' door right here. Actually, so like this. Your bedroom is right, your closet doors right here, and the bathroom doors right here. It was like that close, and their door was open.
Oh my god!
So I was feeling like Mission Impossible. I was like,
feeling there's a laser coming through, and then you have to like
but trying to unlock the door without it creaking. Front doors and back doors are super heavy, so when you like turn anything, it's like. So that was pretty wild. It felt so bad. Anyway.
Most exciting moments of your life.
Literally ever.
It would be mine as well if I did it.
But for you, just jump out the window. I can see you building a rope out of your bed sheets. Old school style. With the knots.
I'll pull out my hair and let the...
Edward, you're the one that has to leave that. Why would you let your hair down for who?
Oh, yes, actually.
Unless you like cut your hair off, make a rope out of that, and then
and after I cut my hair like really short and then met the guy, I was like, I didn't ask for a lesbian to come.
Oh,
I was like, sorry, I just cut my hair short, and I'm not lesbian. I'm just I'm a girl.
No. Okay.
Okay, this is off the topic, but it happens so many times. I do not look like a girl. When I leave my hair just a little longer when I was in China, I was mistaken by people think I was a lesbian.
Really?
Yes.
I mean,
I don't think so because I'm a really big boned. I'm not saying that it has anything like because I have a big bones. My bone structure and then I look like a guy. I don't look like a lesbian, but people think I'm a lesbian.
Who would mistake you for a lesbian?
The building securities.
Really?
Yeah, they're calling me sis, or they call me miss.
In Chinese.
Yeah, in Chinese, they're calling me miss, like literally.
I mean, I can see Asian lesbians kind of looking like this look.
Okay.
With like the semi-long hair,
I don't know what vibe I was giving, but I was mistakenly being called a lesbian in China more than 2 times.
I imagine it's like you're like this, but then you have high heels on.
Then I invite people to,
hey.
Then I invite people to mistakenly me with a lesbian, but
you were giving butch.
I don't know.
You're probably giving butch lesbian.
I was like, if I'm ever a lesbian, I ain't no butch. I am what's the opposite of butch? Femme.
Lipstick. Yeah, femme.
Lipstick. Femme. Yeah, I'm a femme. I love butches.
Probably.
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Anyway, that alerts my parents whenever there's activity outside, and the camera's pointed directly towards my car, which I was not going to be using, so it would have made no sense for me to be going outside at the time. So for an hour, I planned this great escape, and honestly, that's how I felt.
Ocean 6.
Literally.
Yes.
Mission Impossible. And it honestly was not so great. It was pouring rain outside, and he was supposed to come pick me up. So I opened the loud-ass sliding glass door to my backyard that is on the same floor as my parents' room. This is literally my story. Oh my God. And I walked down my deck stairs onto the grass, and immediately I sunk into the grass and mud. So at this point, I am sockless. No, I put my slides, his slippers. I put my slides back on and I prepared to go outside the gate until I realized my parents have a sensory light that turns on whenever there's activity in the backyard as well.
How dangerous is your neighborhood?
It's not the neighborhood, it's their house.
Yeah, it's so
which is good for keeping intruders away, but not good if you're trying to escape quietly.
It's a AI cock blocker.
Literally.
Yes.
And the sensory light is right under their bedroom window. So I go around to the other gate to our yard, and that doesn't have the sensory light. And boom, it's locked.
Oh my God. Your
house is keeping you from getting dick.
Yes.
I panic at this point and grab this old wooden bench that's been sitting in our yard for years. It's fairly small, and I'm going to use it to hop the fence until I begin to drag it, and it literally collapses because it was so old and soaking wet from the rain. No.
Just for one dick, you made so much effort, honey.
Literally, bitch.
Oh my God, kudos to you.
At this point, I was so over it, and so I just took my slides off, threw them over the fence, and then I hopped the fence. He was already nearby, so at this point, I just sent him my location, and he pulled up. We did the do.
Oh, you still managed to do it?
We still managed to do it. And then he went on his merry way. I ended up hopping the same fence to get back in. And when I went to open my sliding door, my dog started going crazy, which was expected, but I was able to calm her. Make my way back to my room. I showered, went to bed, and my parents never found out. Period. Cheers to hopping fences for the D. What a fucking icon.
Yes.
Despite the odds, despite the setbacks, they said, I've got one thing on my mind, and it's penis. And honestly, that's admirable.
I agree to the power
How
of
many dicks? Yeah.
Do I have to suck to find ya?
Find ya. How many fences do I hop to find ya?
The power of penis. We all know, girls.
Truly.
It makes us driven.
Yeah. Hopefully it was good
empowered.
though. Imagine going through all that and the dick was not giving.
Yes.
Imagine.
Then I'll be like,
you know what?
Since I'm here, I'm gonna do it anyway, but
Yep.
not with the sense of excitement.
Yep. Anyway, I think that was a great one to end off in. That was truly dramatic.
Yeah, that was a great story.
Honestly, whoever you are,
the Ocean 6 dick sucker.
if we ever have the Ocean 6 dick sucker.
I hop the fence and then
What is this? What was that?
Okay, I'm sorry. Please cut
Do that
part
again?
off. No.
Do that again.
Please cut.
No, I don't mind you do it, but the way you did it was kind of weird.
Oh, you do this. No.
But I don't know, the way you did, you look like you were just trying to remember Yan Yan?
Who's Yan Yan?
It's like the stick. It's like the bread stick with like the chocolate. You dip it into the chocolate and you eat it. It's like Pocky. But you have to manually. You look like you're just trying to lick the last of the chocolate. You're like.
Well, or everyone, the technique is to play with the tip first.
You think so?
And then embrace the whole thing.
Do you ever because when a guy comes, the tip gets very sensitive.
Yeah, super.
Do you like playing with it? Well,
but they normally they don't like it.
Yeah, they don't like it.
Yes.
But sometimes if it's like the right atmosphere to be playful at the end.
Oh yes.
Yeah, but I know personally myself, I know I would hate it. So more so than the tip, I make sure I really grab the base. Oh my god!
What is this video about?
The fact that we're talking
tutorial
about this,
for oral sex?
A few confessions ago, we had someone that literally graduated high school this year. I mean, technically they're an adult, but
so they should know. They should know basic skills to be applied when there's certain situation. Then they need to act like an adult.
Imagine we had that 777 tour, and we get parents that bring their 11-year-old kids. My daughter loves you. Like what?
And then I found out that you're teaching how to give.
It's like that person that brought their baby to the NMIX concert, and they put the baby on the stage. Like, here, hold my baby. Like, what? Are you crazy?
People do that?
Yes. Girl. Anyway.
Take your babies home. No.
Take your baby
Yes,
home.
It's dangerous.
I mean, if you don't have a babysitter, okay, that's one thing. But to give the idol your baby is crazy. Like, what are they going to do with the baby?
That person should be arrested. I think that's
crazy behavior.
That's illegal. Putting minors in danger.
That at a concert where it's really loud?
And there's a crowd. So
yeah. Anyway,
I hope you liked today's episode.
We only read a handful, but there's over 200 still.
Oh my god, there's so many broken people just like us.
Shall
I end today's episode with a desperate housewife?
Nope, you will not.
Yes.
Bye.